To open Deckhand, find the Deckhand icon on the home screen of your tablet, tap on it, and Deckhand will pop open. A couple things about the home screen and the layout of Deckhand in general. On the left-hand side, it's blank right now in this dark area, but this will be a list of fishing events that occur as you're logging your catch and observations and tows throughout your fishing trip. We allow one trip in the current list at a time to avoid confusion, and all of your past trips exist here in the archive folder arranged by date. We'll stay over here on the current list and we'll start a new logbook. So as you're steaming out to the fishing grounds, getting ready to drop your gear in the water, but having not yet dropped your gear in the water, tap New Logbook. You'll be brought to this screen first. Deckhand asks for your name, your vessel name, and your primary target species. You only have to enter your name and the vessel name once, as Deckhand recalls those from previous trips to avoid having to re-enter that data every single time. You will enter, however, for each new trip, your primary target species, and for this example, we'll go ahead and select coho. If you want to enter any notes on the front end of your trip here, you can, but that field is optional. Tap Go Trolling once you've entered all the information above. Deckhand brings you to a map screen where your vessel location is located using the GPS inside the device. For this example, I'm stationary and I'm not moving, so it's going to be a little bit harder to depict what the vessel looks like on the screen while underway, but there is a track line that will show up behind the boat that is color-coded for your speed. Notice on the left-hand side, we have what we call our trip header with Monday, May 8th, or the current date for your trip in blue. And at any time, if we need to go adjust our primary target species, for example, or we remember that we maybe made a typo in our vessel name, you can tap the update button and it'll take you back to that screen to re-enter or review that information. You can tap confirm when you've done that. Deckhand also opens an observations bar here. We've designed this workflow for the trollers so that at any time you can tap add/update observations to observe environmental conditions around you, such as sea surface temperature, water color, and stomach contents of target species. But we'll get to that in a few minutes. From here, when you're ready to actually deploy your gear and that gear is about to go in the water or goes in the water, tap Start Drag. Tapping Start Drag records a latitude and a longitude and a time for that initial gear deployment. And this is important for the project, knowing when you started trolling and where you started trolling, and of course where you end and when you end trolling, which we'll get to later on. Notice also that an S annotation, signifying start, is dropped on the map near the vessel. We'll close this video for now, and we'll do a second video explaining different things to do while interacting with Deckhand while you're actively engaged in fishing.